to my presentation on navigating Japanese business culture. On our agenda today, we will be talking about greeting others in Japan, communicating during meetings, attire, dining etiquette, giving gifts, and other general facts about Japan. So first up, we have greeting. When you're greeting someone in Japan, you want to avoid physical contact, like handshakes or hugs. Don't do that. Instead, you want to greet others with a bow. There will be a picture of that in just a second. You want to address others by their title, just like we do here in America, Mr., Mrs., Miss, or you can do their last name followed by san, so I would be Hil-san. And then here's a picture of an appropriate level to bow. So the deeper you bow, the more respect you're showing, so you don't want to go too low, because that's like way too much respect, but you don't want to be too casual, so right there is a good middle ground that you should use in business. Next up, we have communicating during meetings. So first you want to prepare business cards. We're going to talk more about that later because they're really important. Next, you want to keep a calm demeanor and avoid public displays of emotion. You want to avoid singling anyone out for praise, address the team as a whole, tell them that they did a good job. You want to arrive to meetings at least 10 minutes early. Punctuality is a sign of respect in Japan. And you only want to speak when necessary and avoid long periods of eye contact. So you know how here we try to fill empty space by just chattering about useless stuff. Don't do that in Japan. And you want to be patient. Business deals could take a few days to close. And more about those those business cards. So they are really important. They serve as a networking thing. They are good for ice breaking. So here are a few things you should keep in mind while you are making and giving out your business cards. First, you want to print one side in Japanese and one side in English. And you always want to present your card with the Japanese side facing up. So I brought a little fake business card. We'll just say this is the Japanese side. You always want to use both hands whenever you're handling a business card. So like this, if you're receiving it, if you're giving it, if you're reading it, use both hands all the time. And be sure to study each business card you receive. Don't just put it straight in your pocket. That's considered rude. And if you're in a meeting, keep the business card on the table next to you so you can refer to it if you need to. Next up is attire. You want to dress conservatively. You want to wear a dress or suit, kind of just similar to how we do in America. And you want to wear comfortable shoes since it's pretty common to have to take off your shoes in restaurants, historical buildings. It's a common thing, so get something that's easy to slip on and off. Next, we have dining etiquette. Keep your space tidy. Try to keep it as close to how you found it as you can. You will be given a towel to wipe your hands, but do not wipe your face with this towel. That's considered poor etiquette. If celebrating, the Japanese word for cheers is kanpai. Maybe you're celebrating the closing of a business deal or something. And when you're toasting, make sure a toast has already been given. Everyone has their cups before you take a sip. And gratitude is highly valued in Japan, so remember to be thankful before, during, and after your meals. Next up, we have gift giving. It's a traditional and encouraged practice in Japan, and you need to bring something that everyone can share, like maybe some candies or something. And there are some superstitious items that you should avoid, like white flowers or anything colored red. Those are associated with funerals. Anything in a set of 4 or 9 is considered unlucky, and so are potted plants. And some more fun facts about Japan is, first of all, their history that contributes very high to their business environment. The Meiji period of the 1860s through the 1910 brought about some of the biggest industrial advances in Japan's history. They were very focused on business. This time is also when business leaders began to study Western government and adopt their ideas. Japan is made up of a string of islands and is very mountainous. This means they have a really high population, but compared to their amount of livable land, it's just not very doable. So businesses had to be innovative with how they're going to operate within their limited spaces. This has led to advancements in things like robotics, automation, and efficient use of space. And finally, religion. Most people in Japan are non-religious, but ideas and values from Shinto and Buddhism are still common to see. Some of these values include respect, patience, and gratefulness. So, in conclusion, when you're conducting business in Japan, it's crucial to adhere to cultural norms and etiquette. This includes bowing respectfully, prioritizing silence in meetings, and being punctual. Remember to exchange business cards with care, dress conservatively, and practice gratitude in all interactions. And by following these recommendations, you'll navigate Japanese business culture with ease and respect, fostering positive relationships and successful outcomes. Thank you. I'm gonna pan over you guys.